بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا افتح بيننا وبين قومنا بالحق وأنت خير الفاتحين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته and welcome to week 4 of Tuhfatul-Atfal Gateway to Tajweed course. In this course we're covering the manzuma, the poem, the work of Tuhfatul-Atfal written by Sheikh Sulaiman al-Jamzuri rahimahullah, and using it to derive the basic introductory tajweed rules that we use to read the Quran. Alhamdulillah, so far we've covered the introduction, the rules of Nun Sakina and Tanween, and the rules of the Nun and the Mim Mushaddada. Today's going to be a nice, short, sweet, simple lesson. We're going to go over the rules of the Mim Sakina. We should not be taking too long today. All right. Bismillah. The Sheikh writes, and I quote, أحكام الميم الساكنة والميم إن تسكن تاجي قبل الهجاء لا آليف اللينات لذي الحجاء أحكامها ثلاثات لمن ضابط إخفاء إدغام وإظهار فقط فالأول الإخفاء عند الباء وسميه الشفوي للقراء والثاني إدغام بمثلها آتى وسمي إدغاما صغيرا يا فتى والثالث الإظهار في الباقية من أحرف وسميها شفوية واحذر لدى واو وفاء تختفي لقربها والاتحاد فاعرفي. All right. Rules of Mim Sakin. As we mentioned before, we are not requiring anyone to learn the poem. We're not requiring anyone to understand the Arabic grammar and whatever goes into making poetry. This is just paying homage to the original author and giving credit and recognition to his work, because it is pretty good work, and using it as our kind of guideline, as our framework for how we teach this course. All right, start for your note taking. Chapter 3 of the work is about the rules of Mim Sakin. Mim Sakin, by definition, is a meme without any haraka, no fatha, no dhamma, no kasra, or a meme with a sukoon on top, as pictured here. Where's my mouse? As pictured over here. The rules of Mim Sakin. Mim Sakin has 3 rules: إخفاء شفوي, إدغام شفوي, إظهار شفوي. Labial clearing, labial merging, and labial hiding, labial merging, and labial clearing. Now, if you notice, these words here, إخفاء, إدغام, إظهار, these are the same as the words that we use to describe the rules of Nun Sakin. However, we distinguish between the rules of Nun Sakin and the rules of Mim Sakin with this word shafawi. For example, إدغام, when talking about the Nun Sakin or Tanween, that's when you merge it, يرملون. However, إدغام shafawi, that is what we say when we refer to the Mim Sakin. Shafawi or labial means from the lips. And we call it that because the letter Mim comes from the lips. Simple as. It's just a way of us differentiating between the two. So make sure when talking about the Mim Sakin, always, whenever I ask you a question about this, describe it to me as إخفاء or إدغام or إظهار shafawi. Hiding, merging, clearing, labial. Always remember that clarification word. All right, our first subsection of this chapter, إخفاء شفوي. إخفاء means to hide, the labial hiding. And the only letter you have to worry about for this section is ba. Ba. If Mim Sakin is followed by a ba, then the gunna should hide the meme and pronounce it with a gunna. This should be in 2 words, meaning if we have 2 separate words, the first one ends with a meme, the second one starts with a ba, then we apply إخفاء شفوي to this specific meme. If it's in the same word, it doesn't count. It's called shafwi because it's from the lips, as we talked about, labial, pretty much. And meme works very, very similar to noon in that it has two components. The two components of meme is is the labial component, the one that comes from the lips. So that is the two lips touching each other, or the two lips pressing against each other, to be more specific. And the second part is the ghunna, the nasal sound, and that is nasal vibration that comes from the nose, same as the noon, same place. So let's start with some examples. Over here, I have a meme sakin. Look at that, mashallah. And following my meme sakin, I have a ba. That means I know I'm going to do ikhfa shafawi, labial hiding, and I will hide the labial component of the meme. I'm not going to press my lips together. However, I will make the nasal vibration, the nasal sound of the meme. And so it will sound like, instead of ربهم بهم, it would be ربهم بهم ربهم بهم. Another example. Over here, I have a meme sakin followed by a ba. I know this is ikhfa shafawi. So instead of being أُنَبِّئُكُم بِخَيْرٍ, it is أُنَبِّئُكُم بِخَيْرٍ. Third example, meme sakin followed by a ba, ikhfa shafawi. Instead of فَبَشِّرْهُم بِعَذَابٍ, فَبَشِّرْهُم بِعَذَابٍ. Now, that sound that you're making, mm, 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 some people have incorrectly described it by saying, leave your lips apart. They say that you do what's called a fajwa, you do a gap in the middle where your lips don't touch each other and you make a sound. Not quite. Your lips come very, very, very close together. They're lightly touching each other, very, very lightly touching each other, but they don't press together to make the meme sound. Imagine if you just put your two fingers together, your index finger and your thumb, you just put them to each other, just ever so slightly touching. You'll see they're slightly touching, but they're not pressing against each other, but they can feel each other. That's the same with your lips. You would say ربهم بهم ربهم بهم, and a small part of your lips will have a gap. Will have like a little part of your lips which aren't touching, but another part of your lips will be touching each other ever so slightly. So I hope that clarifies it. All right. Second rule of meme sakin is the rule of idgham shafawi, the labial merging. The labial merging. And the only letter you have to worry about idgham shafawi is meme. Meme. Meme sakin followed by a meme. Look at that. When meme sakin is followed by a meme, all right, then we merge it into the next meme with a ghunna. And this is again in separate words. So if we have two separate words, the first one ends with a meme, the next one meme sakin, the next one begins with a meme, then we do idgham shafawi, we do the labial merge. All right. The meme after the meme sakin will always have a shadda. It will always have a shadda. This makes it really easy. Inconvenient, a shadda there. It shows you that you do need to do the ghunna for both. Now, question. Let's see if anyone knows the answer. If I am going to have a meme followed by another meme, and the second meme has a ghunna, and I know, and a shadda, and I know that a meme with a shadda has a ghunna of 2 harakat, 2 counts. If I am to then go and add another meme to that, which is the first meme, the meme sakin, does that mean I'm going to do 3 harakat of ghunna or 2 harakat of ghunna?
2.
2 harakat of ghunna.
Why?
Because we already merged the first meme for the second one.
Correct. Yeah. That's the whole concept of the merging. The concept of merging is that the two memes synchronize into one single meme. We're not doubling up. We're not
Yep.
putting side by side. No, we're merging them into one. And so the ghunna will continue to have the same property of just the one haraka, the one haraka of ghunna. Let me share screen again. So over here, I have meme sakin followed by another meme. All right. I know that means I'm going to do idgham shafawi, labial merging. The other meme has a shadda on it. It has to have a shadda on it. It will have a shadda on it in every single occasion. And these words I have وآمنهم min. Together I will read them as وآمنهم min وآمنهم min. I've merged the two memes together and I've done a ghunna of two counts, two harakat. Another example. I have here a meme sakin followed by a meme. This meme obviously has a shadda. عليهم مؤصدة عليهم مؤصدة عليهم مؤصدة. Another example. I have a meme sakin followed by another meme مشددة. I know this is going to be إدغام شفوي, labial merging. ربهم من ربهم من ربهم من. And that is the rule of the labial merge, the إدغام شفوي. Alright, and the third and last rule of the rules of meme sakin is the إظهار شفوي, the labial clearing. The labial clearing. That is when you make it clear. And the letters of إظهار شفوي, really, really easy to remember, is every single letter other than meme and ba. Because as we said, ba is our letter of إخفاء شفوي and meme is our letter of إدغام شفوي. So every other letter falls under إظهار شفوي. إظهار شفوي, as is in the name, labial clearing. If a meme sakin is followed by any letter other than the meme or the ba, then we pronounce it clearly without ghunna. Nice, clear, obvious meme. Give me an example. I have here a meme sakin followed by ayn. Ayn is one of the letters of إظهار شفوي. So it's going to be hum an. I pronounce the meme nice and clearly as it should be, with no ghunna. Now, there is one thing which is really important. This applies to this applies to every lesson we've done so far. This is a really important keynote. Please make note of this. Ghunna, the nasal vibration, is two kinds. You have the ghunna, which is the natural attribute of a letter, which is only meme and noon. Meme and noon are naturally letters of ghunna, meaning you need to use your nose to pronounce those sounds from your mouth. And that is pretty much included any time you're going to pronounce the meme or the noon in a clarified form. It will have that ghunna in it, the attribute ghunna. The other ghunna, and that's the one that we discussed extensively last lesson, in the lesson of the meme and noon mushaddadatain, that is the ghunna which is like a rule of tajweed. And that is one that you hold for two counts, two harakat. For example, if it has a shadda, and also in purposes of things like ikhfa or idgham, where we will have that ghunna of two harakat. So, in short terms, ghunna is either nothing, no harakat, it's just the natural sound of the letter, or ghunna is two harakat, and that is the tajweed rule that you have to observe. In the case of ilhar shafawi, labial clearing, the one that we're talking about here, you do not do the ghunna of the tajweed rule. You do not do a two haraka ghunna. You simply naturally read it as you would because you're reading the word. If you were to try and read this phrase, hum an, with your nose completely blocked, hum'an, hum'an, it will just come out as a ba. Why? Because that's the natural state of the meme. The meme naturally has to come with its own ghunna. All right. Does that clarify it? Tamam, inshallah. All right, next example. I have here meme followed by wow. Wow was one of the letters of Izhar Shafawi. I know I'm going to make this meme nice and clear. لكم ولأنعامكم لكم ولأنعامكم. Now, another thing that you can use, which can help you out a lot, is same as with the noon sakin. If the meme has a sukoon symbol on top of it, this little like a hair-shaped kind of thing. If this is on top of the meme, then that lets you know that it's going to be Izhar. If it's on a noon, you know it's going to be Izhar. If it's on a meme, you know it's going to be Izhar Shafawi. It's going to be to make it clear. It just means that you're going to pronounce the letter clearly, despite the fact that it doesn't have any kind of vowel on top of it. However, this is just a helpful tip for you. This is not proof. This is not evidence. If I ask you for evidence as to why we use a ruling on a letter, the evidence is almost always derived from the letter that comes after it, or the letter as it is, because not every single mushaf will have this printed in it. Some mushafs they won't print this in there because I don't know, the calligraphers just didn't put that in there. So this term over here, كيدهم في كيدهم في, this one here, meme sakin followed by sin. Sin is one of the letters of Izhar Shafawi. I'm going to make this meme nice and clear without any ghunna of, so no two harakat ghunna. فوقكم سبعا فوقكم سبعا. Hopefully that makes it nice and clear. Hopefully that clarifies it. Now let's go back to our text, read it again this time, and this time maybe we'll understand the English translation a bit better now that we've learnt these rules. أحكام الميم الساكنة, the rules of ميم ساكنة. والميم إن تسكن تاجي قبل الهجاء لا آلف اللينات ذي الحجاء. And when the unvoweled meme, meaning the meme sakin, comes before the letters of the alphabet, with the exception of the soft alif, then the following rulings apply. This exception of the soft alif, we're not going to talk about that. That's beyond the scope of this lesson. But this will come up in further courses. What are these rulings? أحكامها ثلاثة لمن ضابط إخفاء إدغام وإظهار فقط. Its rulings are three for the one who strives for precision. إخفاء, إدغام, إظهار only. As we said, we're going to call these إخفاء شفوي, إدغام شفوي, إظهار شفوي. Labial hiding, labial merging, and labial clearing. This is for the one who strives for precision. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all people who are precise in the recitation of the Quran. فالأول الإخفاء عند الباء وسميه الشفوي للقراء. And the first rule of meme sakin is إخفاء in the case of ba, and name this the labial إخفاء, right? The labial hiding, in accordance to the Quran, in accordance to the one that recites the Quran. See, notice this line here, this one line. فالأول الإخفاء عند الباء وسمه الشفوي للقراء. That has gone and summarized like 5 minutes of me talking, explaining a whole page of text. In like one single sentence, you are able to summarize the whole concept as one. That's the idea behind this method, that you can always come back to it and use it as a reference guide for you to remind yourself of these rules. والثاني إدغام بمثلها آتى وسمي إدغاما صغيرا يا فتى. And the second rule is idgham, meaning to merge, with its equivalent, meaning if it's followed by another meme. And call this the minor idgham, O serious student. Minor idgham, we can call it that. However, I would prefer, just for consistency, we call this idgham shafawi. Idgham shafawi, labial merging. The reason he called it minor idgham, because he didn't consider this merging to be as clear or as pronounced as the idgham that we do for noon sakin, which is true. But just to keep things consistent, we're going to call it labial idgham, labial merging. Why? Because ikhfa shafawi, it makes it consistent and it's easier for you to learn, and because it does happen in the lips. It is a merging that happens in the lips. والثالث الإظهار في الباقية من أحرف وسميها شفوية. And the third rule is إظهار, to make clear in the remaining letters and also name that labial. Labial إظهار, that's the one that we talked about just now. واحذر لا جا واو وفاء تختفي لقربها والاتحاد فاعرفي. And in terms of this third ruling of إظهار, be careful of making accidental ikhfa, accidentally hiding it when you're reading the letters, when it's followed by a fa or a waw. Fa or waw. Question: why? Why would the Sheikh put in a warning specifically for the ruling of idhar when followed by a waw or a fa?
Is it because the point of articulation of the waw and the fa are very close to that of the meme, so you instinctively kind of join them?
Yeah, it was on my screen. I didn't hide it good enough. But yes, you are correct. That is because the waw and the fa come from the lips. The meme also comes from the lips. If you have a meme followed by a waw, for example, wulidu, wulidu, it's very easy while you're reading to accidentally merge into it and hide the meme, not pronounce the meme properly. You'd say something like wulidu instead of saying wulidu, wulidu, because of how close they are to each other in their point of articulation. All right, while we are here, I'm just going to take a quick summary of. Does anyone have any questions on any of these rules of meme sakina?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So all these rules apply only if the letters come into different words, or is that an exception?
Only if they come into separate words. Yeah. So if the ba comes in the word after it, then yeah, that's when it applies. If it's in the same word, then the meme is pronounced as normal. Nothing changes. Any other questions? No? All right, let's get into some exercises. All right. Before we go into exercise, I just want to do a quick refresh actually of what we did last lesson. Last lesson we did the rules of noon and meme mushaddadatain, noon or meme that has a shadda on top of it. And as we said, if meme or noon has a shadda, then the reciter must make ghunna. Ghunna, that is the nasal vibration of two harakat, 2 counts. And as we said, this is a whole separate chapter by itself in the poem because of just how important it was. All right, let's do some exercises. Now, these exercises cover everything we've learned in the course so far. The rules of Nun Sakin and Tanween, the rules of Mim and Nun Mushaddatain, the rules of Mim Sakin. Mim Sakin. All right, Bismillah. Let's see who's going to kick us off. Amina, can you please read this first one over here?
ولم يبلغ.
Again. Again.
Sorry. ولم يبعث.
This is a jim. يجعل.
Sorry. ولم يجعل.
Nice. What's the ruling on this meme second?
إظهار الشفوي.
Because
it's a meme second followed by a ya, which is not a ba or a meme.
MashaAllah. Ammar.
لهم أجرا.
MashaAllah. And what's the ruling on this meme second?
It's a meme second followed by a hamza, so you apply إظهار شفوي.
MashaAllah. Good. Azim.
Yeah. لكنه الله.
MashaAllah. What's the ruling on this noon over here?
That is noon mushaddada. We pronounce it in 2 harakats.
2 harakat with?
With gunna.
With ghanna. Yes. MashaAllah. All right. Amr. Next one.
عليهم بسلطان.
MashaAllah. Again.
عليهم بسلطان.
All right. Not very close, but not quite. You're putting your lips together too much with the meme. Remember, your lips are ever so slightly brushing each other. They're not holding against each other. So instead, it would be more of a sound of him bi sultan, alayhim bi sultan. Try again.
Okay. Yeah. عليهم بسلطان.
Yeah, mashallah. And what's the ruling here?
It's mean ساكنة followed by باء, so it's إخفاء
Mashallah.
with غنة.
إخفاء. What type of إخفاء?
إخفاء شفوي.
إخفاء شفوي. Mashallah.
نعم.
حديث.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
آثارهم إن
Again.
آثارهم إن.
MashaAllah. What's the ruling on the meme?
So that one is إظهار شفوي.
MashaAllah. حلمية. Next.
ثم من نطفة.
MashaAllah. All right, we've got a couple. First off, what's the ruling on this meme over here?
It's mim mushadda.
Uh-huh.
And non followed by non. It's idgham.
إدغام what type?
idgham بغنة.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
إدغام with غنة. So, what does that mean in English? Why do you put that in English? Or in your own words? How would you describe it to someone?
So we have to read it like to haraka,
Yes, correct.
similar to ghunna, isn't it?
Yes, the غنة. So the غنة is two harakat. So that's a part of it. But
Yeah.
how would you explain idgham to like a little child who's just learning Quran?
It's to merge.
To merge. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. What are we merging?
Min nutfatin.
Yeah. So we're merging the noon into the next noon.
Okay.
Into one big one. Very good.
Yeah.
Arfan.
آذانهم في.
MashaAllah. And what's the rule?
So the rule is إظهار شفوي. So
Uh-huh.
in this case, the meme second is followed by a fa, which is neither a ba or a meme.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's a إظهار شفوي.
Correct. MashaAllah. All right, Mazen. Next one.
عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
إنهم فتية.
MashaAllah. And what's the ruling?
On top of the nun, we have shadda, so we pronounce that with ghunna. And on top of the mim, we have the sukun, and following it in the next word is fa, which is neither mim nor bet. So we apply izhar shafawi to it.
Correct. MashaAllah. And where does fa come from?
Where does fa come from?
Yeah.
What do you mean by where does fa come from?
Where does it come from in the mouth? What's its articulation point?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Comes from the lips. Same place as the meme. So the meme and the fa come from the same place, and that's why we have to be careful from accidentally mixing up the two or hiding the meme.
Gotcha.
All right, very good, mashallah. Next, Brother Musa.
ربكم من
MashaAllah. Again.
ربكم من.
Barakallah fiqh. And what's the ruling here?
So we've got meme sakin followed by meme, so you'd apply idgham shafawi, and
Yes.
for 2 harakats.
2 harakats?
I mean 2 counts. Sorry. Yeah.
Two? But I've got 2 memes here, and one of them is mushaddad.
Oh yeah, and then after that, sorry, you've got. Sorry, it's a bit. My internet's a bit cutting out, so it's a little hard to hear sometimes.
You're all right. Are you sure it's
Okay.
not 3?
No, it's not 3. It's 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Why is it 2? Why is it not 3?
Because following after the meme, or it's pretty much you would connect the meme or the meme second with the following meme, and the meme by itself would follow along, and you'd make it clear.
Correct. Yeah. They've merged into each other. They're one thing. All right. Mustafa. Mustafa,
Yes.
can you read this one, please?
Yeah. أمركم
Mirfaqa.
مرفقا.
Okay. MashaAllah. What is the ruling on this meme over here?
So that is it's idgham. No. It's idgham shafawi, is it?
This meme, the first meme over here.
Yeah.
Adgham shafawi? No, not quite.
No, which إخفاء shafawi, I think.
What does ikhfa mean? You can say
To
it in
make clear.
English. Say it in English.
To
Say it
make
clear.
clear.
Yes, we are making it clear here. This is a labial clearing. To make clear, or in Arabic, if you want to, it's izhar. Izhar. Because why?
Because ra is not ba or meme. Was it ba or?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So we make this clear. What about this meme over here?
That meme is meme mushaddada.
The first one?
Oh, sorry, that one's just I can't remember.
Okay. What comes after this meme?
Meme mushaddada.
All right. So a meme followed by another meme. So
Yeah.
what will we do to the first one?
Connect it.
Connect it. Or what word do we like to use?
Merge.
Merge it. We merge it. So this is a merging, a labial merging, or idgham shafawi. Nice. So we do 2 harakat of ghunna, and we connect them together. Amrakum mirfaqa. Okay. Bismillah. And Noor, next one.
لكم ربكم
MashaAllah. And the ruling?
إظهار شفوي.
Nice, because?
The meme second is followed by a ra, which is not a meme or a bat.
Nice, MashaAllah. And last one, Brother Sydney.
إن الذين آمنوا.
Again.
إن الذين آمنوا.
MashaAllah. I'm going to ask you to hold this one just for a tad bit longer.
إن الذين آمنوا. Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, you're good. So what's the ruling on this noon?
Shadda, so Ikhab Shafawi.
No, so this noon doesn't have anything to do with meme. It's just a noon.
Oh, sorry.
Think back to the last chapter.
It's just Idhar.
So this noon,
Idgham.
what's on top of the noon?
Sukun. W. Sorry, that's the.
It's a shadda. It's a shadda. So this is a noon
Sorry,
mushaddada. No, you're okay. So this is a emphasized noon, a noon mushaddada, all right? Which means that we're going to do a ghunna of 2 harakat. We're going to do the nasal sound for 2 harakat, 2 counts. That's why I asked you to repeat it again and to hold this for a bit longer. So you hold the sound for 2 counts. Innal ladhina. Right, barakallah feek. Did I explain it?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Alhamdulillah. Go back to your notes on the last chapter and just update those there.
Wait, could I just ask what Idhar Shafawi was? Because I might have deleted it from my notes.
That's all right. Idhar shafawi is labial clearing. Labial clearing. And that is when we make the memes clear when it is followed by any of the other letters other than ba or meme. We do not do a ghunna here. We do not do a ghunna, the ghunna of 2 harakat.
I have a question as well, actually.
Yes.
It refers to the Tuhfatul-Atfal document itself or poem itself.
Yeah.
And specifically what you were talking about earlier with being careful about waw and fa.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, in the ruling or in the poem, it mentions being careful while making ikhfa. Should it not be idgham?
No,
Not atfal. Should it not be idhar? Sorry.
No, careful of making ikhfa. So be careful
Oh, I
of
see.
hiding the meme.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right. That's us for today. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a
Brothers.
question.
Yep.
One sec. Yeah, ikhfa shafawi applies when you have a meme followed by a ba. When you do iqlab on a noon sakin followed by a ba, it becomes a meme. So does ikhfa shafawi apply to that meme?
Good question. I was waiting for someone to ask that. No, it does not. The meme is actually very clear in iqlab. When we do iqlab, the meme is clear. Remember ghunnatin. Sorry, wait, hold on. والثالث الإقلاب عند الباء ميما بغنة مع الإخفاء. Yes, the meme is clear, and the meme of iqlab also has a ghunna of 2 harakat.
But it is clear, yeah.
It's clear, yeah. The meme is very clear.
Both components, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
So the question was in the terms of nun sakin and tanween. One of our rules is the rule of iqlab, to switch, and that's when a nun sakin or tanween is followed by a ba. We switch the nun into a meme sound. Now that we have a meme followed by a ba, do we then go and apply ikhfa shafawi, labial hiding, for this new conjured meme? The answer is no. This meme is still going to be pronounced nice and clear, and more than that, it's going to even be pronounced with ghunna of 2 harakat.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes? Yeah. So is there just 2 types of shafawi? Idgham shafawi and idhar shafawi?
No, we have 3 rulings of meme sakina.
And then the third was ifkha shafawi.
Ikhfa shafawi, yes. 3 rulings of meme sakina. We have إظهار شفوي إدغام شفوي sorry إخفاء شفوي إدغام شفوي إظهار شفوي.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Just wanted to double check.
Uh-huh.
When you were comparing Iqlab and Iqla Shafawi, you said only Iqlab has 2 harakat.
Sorry, only Iqlab has 2 harakat?
Yeah. Is
No,
that
no, not only Iqlab, but Iqlab does have 2 but other things have 2 harakat as well.
no? I mean, when comparing Iqfa Shafawi and Iqlab, does Iqfa Shafawi also have the 2 harakat?
Oh, right. So, إخفاء شفوي does no. Hold on. Let's go back to this. Does إخفاء شفوي? So that's meme followed by a ba. Does that have غنة? Yes, it does. Yes, but because remember, we're not actually pronouncing the meme. We're hiding the meme, but we're still doing that غنة sound for 2 harakas. Remember, as I said, your lips only barely grazing each other, but you still make the sound from your nose. ربهم بهم. So that's still
Okay, cool,
there's a
got it.
غنة there. So yeah, sorry for the confusion.
No, that's okay, sure.
Any other questions? No, sweet. All right, barakallahu feekum. So yeah, this is kind of the first, you can say, big section of Tuhfatul-Atfal. If you've gone this far, you've gone over the hardest part. I'm going to be honest. If you've made it this far, you've made it out over the hardest part. This is kind of the part where a lot of people get to the point where like, oh, see, I can't do this anymore. This is too hard. I don't want to do this. Especially since we're 4 weeks in, it's hard to commit to something for more than a month. So people are going to start dropping off. So if you're still here now, congratulations. It only gets easier from here. Barakallahu feekum. All right, we'll end here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نستغفرك ونتوب إليك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت. السلام